In this live stream that Zav done tonight, I don't believe that Ryan Upchurch caught any of the shade being thrown his way. And it was all very warranted. It's not like Jared was being disrespectful. He was being extremely respectful. He's just trying to get a message across to Ryan to stop what he's doing and that it's wrong. He kept telling him he wanted to speak with him privately later. I think Ryan thinks he's going to get the full story and this and that. Maybe Jared will give him the story, but I think that he wants to discuss the defamation Ryan has been, pressing.
Citizens that were searching.
Hi, Jared.
Exactly.
Welcome, Jared. Do you know Ryan? Do you know Ryan Upchurch? Have you guys?
Again, I just want to thank Zav Girl for her coverage. I want to thank Adventures with Purpose for everything they've done, for actually putting in work to find Kiely. Just for everything, how classy they are, even in their response to Ryan Upchurch and his disgust. And you can see Ryan, it's so funny because he's talked so much all this time. This is literally the quietest the boy has been. Just watch. I mean, I would also recommend that you go watch most of Zav's live. I mean, I know it was a very long live stream, but this clip is an hour long and it's worthwhile.
Met yet, Jared?
We have never met.
Welcome,
Ryan,
Jared.
what's going on?
How's it going, man?
Oh, wait, hold on.
Everybody mute. Everyone mute if you're not. Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Let me remove and then add him again. Because remember how this happened with you?
One mute if you're not. Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Let me remove and then add.
Through everything, the next 48 hours is going to be a madhouse because, as you know, the members only videos out. We have a lot of people that are scalping it already, and you've been very respectful to it and showing screenshots, not a problem. But we have some people that are straight up doing live streams, showing the whole video. So we're just on top of it as we're cycling through with the mods and everybody. So I appreciate your, from one content creator to the other, that you're doing it appropriately. So thank you.
Thanks.
I just wanted to. I saw that Ryan jumped on here as well. The one we've never said hello. So Ryan,
How's it going, man?
Yeah, we definitely need to connect. We had somebody that was claiming to be your manager. I don't know if it was real or not, but yeah,
Brandon Luce. Yeah,
he never responded back to me. So let's. I did respond to him with my direct phone number. So make sure that you give me a call and let's just you and I have a chat.
So Ryan is supposed to donate money or give the Hellcat to AWP since he did put it up. I know Ryan thought that, in my opinion, this is speculation, but I believe it to be true. I believe Ryan thought one of the kids from the party was going to rat, give Ryan all the information, he'd be able to find Kiely, and he'd be the big hero, and all that hype and clout would be worth way more than his $100,000 or $40,000 Hellcat.
Line for sure. We don't need to discuss anything online.
100%.
As far as the different depths, real quick, for what you guys were talking about, 10 feet versus 14 feet. At the back of the vehicle versus the front of the vehicle, you are on a hillside, so you can get different readings there, as well as on sonar, as it's hitting different portions of the car, as the car is slanted. Some portions of it, at ground level is going to be 14 feet. At the lower portion, where multiple, people taking these tips, from 2 different counties and 18 different agencies, and so. While the detective that we made contact with immediately on the spot, while Nick, the tow truck driver, is there with us that night, that detective that we spoke to had never heard this, this confession, this story before. But that doesn't mean that it wasn't recorded somewhere else. Remember, what was there, 1,500 or 2,000 tips that came in, and they have to filter through all of them. So
exactly.
Oh, exactly. Really, Ryan? You've been bullying people and calling this a hoax, trying to forcefully get this stuff that you needed for your content.
So we cannot sit here and versus a window that is down, which now you have nothing trapped. We do not have it. He does not have it.
Okay, so
here they're discussing that the tow truck driver nor them have the dash cam footage that would show if it was allegedly Jagger with Kiely the morning after. That would be the company that he works for would have that, and law enforcement needs to put in a warrant to get that. And I'm sure they already have. I don't know if they have, but hopefully they do.
They need a warrant.
Is lying. I'm like, well, show me a video of me saying AWP is lying. I said, bro, they go everywhere.
We now have her story, and she was there as well, that you didn't see her on camera at that moment in time, but we do have her on camera as well, that she collaborates his story as to he was there, and we're just saying what has been passed on to us. And so, we, in the edit, you saw that was a real account we started to get thrown under
It
the
was
bus,
real.
and we just let the video, speak for itself. That's what we do.
Exactly. And that's what I
Exactly.
told
Look
everybody.
at
I
him
was like,
sucking up.
listen, I was like, y'all, because see, I've been on here for 10 years, bro. I've had fake profiles of me. I've been scammed a million times. And I was like, you guys really have to watch out for what some of these accounts are.
No, Ryan, you stated that this was all a hoax for a $150,000 GoFundMe. And then you discussed it in depth over on Straight Shooting's podcast today, just before you done this podcast, and sucked up so much.
pushing. I was like, look, this account right here is saying, Ryan, why are you saying that AWP is lying? I'm like, well, show me a video of me saying
I'm actually the one that I believe brought attention to the fact that if he is saying this is a hoax and he's calling everyone liars, that he would be saying AWP were liars.
AWP is lying. I said, bro, they go everywhere. They don't know everyone everywhere they go. So, yeah.
I'm glad you guys got to meet though, because I was like, at first it was about the Hellcat, and I was like, are you guys going to take the money for the Hellcat? And now I just want, you guys have brought so much light to Kiely, and whether people agree or disagree
That's
with
very
one side or
true.
another, we're all just truth seekers here, right? And we're just trying to do the best we can and put the pieces together. We adore you. Jared, I just want to say something. We have been...
I realize that everyone has to be respectful, I'm grateful to anyone that brought light to Kiely's case, her situation. Like I said, if it hadn't been for Ryan, I wouldn't have called on so quickly. I'm sure I would have heard about it. But it goes back to intentions. What were Ryan's intentions when he started this? I followed through with his Xana May stuff. I still feel that her busted lip and bruises are very suspicious, and amongst all the other things that everyone else caught on to. But I just think that Ryan Upchurch has massively messed up here. And I asked some hard questions. I was a fan. I supported Ryan. But yet, it's like he don't want any fans that are willing to tell him when he's doing something terribly wrong that could ruin his career. And you would think he'd be grateful for people who actually give about him. I don't like this yes man thing that's going on, or like how everyone seems to be so starstruck by him. I just think that, no matter who we are, if we're doing something wrong, sometimes we need to have a wake-up call, And I think that's what this was for Ryan Upchurch. Jared kind of put Ryan in his place without really saying much.
Like promoting you guys after we had some...
Just
Sorry.
no. Even just going with the let's see, without giving away too much, and without me saying anything really. If you think about the two people that are moving around the vehicle, there could be more to that story.
Here he's talking about the two people moving around the vehicle, a male and a female. Speculatory, very much so. Possibly Jagger, possibly Kate, possibly Zanny Mae, possibly Sammy. We don't know. But that dash cam footage will tell.
He's talking without talking because he knows he
Oh my God.
It's something that even in my conversation, if I have a private conversation with Ryan later on, will be a private conversation. I'm not even going to tell you,
right.
Ryan. I mean, because
I don't blame
definitely
you.
wouldn't be telling Ryan
at this point as to potential, but none of us want to be in a situation where it's defamation.
Exactly.
If it's not true.
True.
Right. We hope that it's not. But if it is, then justice will be served.
Dun dun dun.
Was Nick able to? Sorry, I just have one more question. Was Nick able to look at a picture of Kiely and say, "This is the girl
Ryan's
that I saw," or was it more based off?
He's getting ready to say that he has to go to a job, but yet it's a house that he's having built for himself.
No, everything that we've ever done is real raw members, and that way they can do and choose how to spend it that's going to best suit them and their families. While it's good to be, owners decided to yank it the night before after we found the vehicle, we reported it, and then law enforcement is coming in the next day to remove the vehicle. Law enforcement understood how important it was for us to be there, otherwise our viewers would come down on them because they saw what happened over in North Carolina. But the reward was yanked the night before, that suddenly it had expired. So it pissed me off. It's like, yeah, I'll sue you for it. But
100%.
But then in the end, it was like, that's not who we are. That's not why we came. And so if it's there and it's offered graciously, 100%. If it's not, if you don't want to honor it, I'm not going to hold you over the coals.
Oh, thank you, Ryan.
Oh, for sure. Jared, I'll hit you up later, Bubba.
All right, sounds good. Later.
So, Jared, in the future, do you plan on maybe working more?
It's nice to meet you, buddy. Hey, I'm going to get your number from the email. Whatever we talk about is not going to make it onto a camera anywhere else. I can give you my word on that. All a man has is his word. Zav, you take it easy,
Ryan.
girl. All you other ladies in here, take it easy. I got to get back to this job site before the sun goes down.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank you
Ryan.
for coming up. Thank you, Ryan.
Oh, for sure. Jared, I'll hit you up later, Bubba.
All right, sounds good. Later.
So, Jared, in the future, do you